Rowett was sacked with the Blues 7th in the Championship. Our reporter Dan Pallett is at St Andrews now. So it sounds as though there's sympathy among managers, Dan.
Well, Mary, I think he does understand it because Zola himself was sacked from his last 2 jobs, so he perhaps knows how Gary Rowett's feeling today. He's also aware that Rowett was extremely popular with the fans here at St Andrews. A warning, though, that my report contains a lot of flash photography and it begins at the start of my reports. It was frankly underwhelming. After the drama of the last 24 hours, Gianfranco Zola arrived at Birmingham City without fanfare, without fans outside, and nobody from the club to support him. And Zola knows he's replacing a popular manager in Gary Rowett.
You know, I feel for a colleague that has lost his job, like I lost it other times. But life goes on, and as I said, I will try, from my point of view, my best to do well for this club, and I'm sure that Gary will find a good job and he will carry on doing well as he's done so far.
Zola was a celebrated player, winning many honours with Chelsea in England and in his native Italy. But his managerial career has been chequered. He had reasonable spells at West Ham and Watford, but was sacked from his last 2 jobs in Italy and Qatar.
In this job, what you did before counts until to a certain point, and then you have to prove yourself every day. It's correct to be like that. I felt like that in my previous job I've done some good things, but I felt like that I'd done also some others that they were not that good.
And replacing Gary Rowett won't be easy. His sacking after 2 years has shocked the fans.
Birmingham City was doing so well with Gary Rowett. Can't understand why he got sacked.
Shock really at the moment, and a bit of sort of frustration, I think, is going through the club at the moment, through the fans, sort of despair, I think.
Zola will take charge of his first game on Saturday against Brighton, and asked if he'll still have a job if the Blues finish outside the top 6, he said, "I don't know."
Well, Dan, do you think Zola is aware of what he's walking into?
I think he is aware of the man he's got to replace and the fact that he has to do well. And he's also aware of the fact he's got a difficult few weeks because on Saturday they play Brighton a second. He's only got 1 training session tomorrow to get to know the players. He has met with some senior players today, but certainly he's got a difficult few days. He's got to get to know his squad. And if they're going to spend money on a new manager, maybe they'll spend money on new players. The January transfer window opens soon. So it will be a very interesting few weeks coming up at Birmingham City, as if we haven't had enough drama in the last 48 hours.
Indeed. Dan Pallett, thanks for that. Now, council tax bills will be going up to help pay for social care. The government will allow local authorities to increase bills by 3% for the next 2 years. In a moment, I'll be asking the leader of Birmingham